The region that we chose for our population poster is Western Europe. The countries that we chose to base our research on are the Netherlands, Sweden, Iceland, and Denmark. All of these countries in the area have developed economies with strong socioeconomic conditions. The population of the Netherlands comes in at 17 million, followed by Sweden at 10 million. Next is Denmark at about 6 million, and finally there's Iceland at 350,000. The geological conditions in these countries vary. For example, Iceland uses mostly geothermal energy since the area is very active volcanically. Sweden primarily uses nuclear and hydroelectric energy since it is located on the water, where Denmark is the world leader in wind power. Finally, the Netherlands focuses on wind and solar energy to create its electricity.
Countries around the world, including ours, have been working for many years to produce their energy in a clean way. It can be very expensive and time-consuming for countries to make the switch to cleaner sources such as wind, solar, hydroelectric, geothermal, etc. Although fossil fuels have not been completely discontinued in our countries, the amounts used have been greatly lowered. For example, Iceland has been able to use so much geothermal and hydroelectric energy that they now only use around 15% of fossil fuels to create their energy, making it the world's leader in renewables. The process of switching usually begins with small towns and gradually makes its way throughout the country until only the large cities are left. Making the switch was difficult for countries like Iceland, Denmark, Sweden, and the Netherlands, but the switch has begun to change the countries for the better.
Denmark is the global leader of wind energy. Denmark is also a very green country, and in the year of 2014, 57.4% of its electricity production came from renewable energy. They also have a very large amount of hydroelectric power. Offshore wind turbines are used a lot in Denmark too. Only about 1/3 of its electricity is from coal. They additionally use nuclear power, but only about 10%.
Few countries consume more energy per capita than Sweden, yet Swedish carbon emissions are low compared to other countries. This is because 83% of the electricity production in Sweden comes from nuclear and hydroelectric power. Sweden also has 50% of its land covered with forests. This is above the global average of 30%. About 22% of Sweden's total supply of energy comes from biomass. It is also currently working on the transition to include solar and wave power energy in order to become a greener country.
Iceland is also a very green country that creates their electricity using 20% hydroelectric energy and 80% geothermal energy. Iceland, a very progressive country, has only taken around 20 years to get to the place they are today, as the process of switching can take a long time. Fossil fuels are still being used in Iceland, but only about 15% of its entire energy of the country comes from fossil fuels, and a majority of the fuels that are used are for automobiles.
On the other hand, Netherlands in 2013, the consumption of renewable energy in transport was 5% of the total energy consumption. The Dutch government is planning to increase the consumption of renewable energy in transportation to 11.9% by the year 2020. The Netherlands is establishing itself as the leader of green gas through green gas technology and the gasification of biomass. The Netherlands is home to the largest natural gas field in Europe and is the second European exporter. Despite this fact, they have implemented policies that seek to double the percent of energy that comes from renewable sources.
Hi, my name is Zach. I chose the Netherlands because I'm half Dutch and I have a family who lives in Amsterdam, so it gave me a little bit of motivation to learn about my heritage, as well as the energy consumption levels in the Netherlands.
My name is Trevor. I did my project in Iceland. I was really interested in Iceland because I have Icelandic heritage, and throughout the years I've done multiple projects on Iceland, which has brought me to understand how energy efficient they really are.
Hi, my name is Colette. I chose Denmark because I've always wanted to go to Denmark, and I think that as a country it is really cool. They're also like the happiest country in the world and have a lot of renewable energy sources, which I thought was really interesting to learn about.
Hi, my name is Andrea, and I chose Sweden because I'm going to study abroad in Sweden next year, and I was really interested in seeing how they use their natural resources to produce the energy they need.
Now, stir, Jordan, now, stir.